Hello traders, and welcome to today's Bitcoin and cryptocurrency update. So today the Irish have taken over. As you can see, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, they have turned my chart completely green, and I'm wearing the green t-shirt, although it looks kind of grey on this. But the good news about that is no matter what price does, we are going to get nothing but green candles. So that's got to be a good thing, right? Today we will embrace it, and we will we'll get green candles today. Also, the other thing for St. Patrick's Day today is if you go over onto our Twitter or onto our Discord or onto our website, tauruscrypto.com, you can see we have our special St. Patrick's Day offer. So we do have yearly crew membership has been reduced to the lucky 777 down from 995 for 1 day only. So if you do click here, go through to plans and pricing on Taurus Crypto, follow the green, and you can see the discounts that are available there. So this is just for 1 year memberships. And again, if you're existing crew and you would like to take advantage of the offer for today, get in touch with us. We will probably be able to sort something out. So anyway, let's get into the price action. So Bitcoin yesterday came down into the levels that we were looking for, right? Okay, all of these have been shared and given out in advance to our crew members. We were looking at this. Oh no, that's the tweet from today. We were able to catch these longs off of the lows yesterday, coming into an area with our local point of control daily, and the 786 down there as well. So really nice kind of bounce that we had yesterday, of course, and then previously we had come into, again, look back on yesterday's update, look at the trading update sheets that we did, and price action's been performing really nicely. So being able to get long from the low down here, then taking a short from up here, taking a long once again here, and then able to get into a short once again here. So at the moment, okay, we are in this local uptrend. Okay, so we're seeing all of these green candles, price moving up, and I do have higher targets for this. So I am looking for this daily level and this MPOC as the main resistance at the moment. Okay, that's the only thing that's not green on the chart. So if we do come up into here, I could see a rejection and some darker green candles coming back down. Okay, so that is, I guess, the plan. If we do see continuation to the upside and we do continue this trend higher, we'd need to be looking at making another higher high, which would be coming above this high here. However, what I was expecting from obviously yesterday with the news, the FOMC announcements and all those kind of things, we basically put in our high, put in our low, and we're going to need volume to break either of these things. So my overall, although I am looking for higher potentially, I do feel that these highs and these lows can be quite difficult to break today, like this being the day after this had formed. So potential of an inside day forming here where these we just remain internal, like I've been saying on yesterday's nighttime stream that we did, and yeah, keeping this internal and maybe looking for again another bit of a move down towards these levels here. So we'll have a look at the local support areas that we've got here. The resistance is obvious. Okay, we're at daily open, so price has been held below daily open for a good couple of hours now, so we've had a couple of spikes into it, not being able to break through. However, we are seeing that it's trying. So if we do get this push through above daily open, I do think that that could give us a move up towards this daily level in the MPOC that we do have up here. Okay, if we are to see a move back down, so if this keeps rejecting, the other place that I would look to take a trade would be from, let's pull our fibs. Okay, let's go from our low all the way down here, turn the magnet on, oh, go away. We'll go from our low down here up towards our high, and I'm mainly looking for this midpoint on here. And then if we do go more locally as well, what we also have on here is we have some local stuff going on here. So I would be looking at this like larger kind of range playing out, but actually I'm going to remove this and I'm going to keep things local just to go for the next trade. So this basically being the main support that I'm looking at on the chart right now is if we were to get a move down into this golden pocket region, which basically lower the time frames again, come into here. We have obviously big volume that we got on that rise up after hitting the point of control yesterday. And then if we do come back down here into this golden pocket region from our low here up to our high here, then that basically takes us right down to recover this this gap that we do have on the chart. So single prints, fair value gap, and looking at a retrace here back down to about 40,100. So if we do get that retrace, and this again being my preferred scenario to see playing out today, would be this move down from daily open, having this as a bit of an ABCD correction. So 1, 2, 3 down into here, and then we can look for a move back up towards the daily open after that. So ideally, that's what I would like to see. Okay, we do have the inefficiencies on the chart quite clearly within this region here. We have dipped slightly into it. Okay, so again, we can just move here in a little bit and we can just take a look at where this was. So from the gap that we had formed, so basically there's a straight move up. Here's where you come in and back test. We did have that SFP of the lows. Okay, down here, so we did have these lows taken, dips into this, dips into the liquidity, the internal liquidity that we've got here, and then moves up into our daily open. So two little SFEs kind of forming a range for the day. So whichever side of these is, I guess, now that we've had the deviations, little deviations of either side, I would say whichever side of this breaks first would see likely continuation either up towards 42k, or if we break down to the downside, a move down to around 40,100, call it 40k overall. So 42k, 40k, your support and resistance is very, very straightforward. Now on the higher time frames, this again is doing exactly what we thought it would do. So if we do zoom out, let me take the volume off of this and we look at our fixed range. Okay, once again, just repeating this for anyone who hasn't seen the analysis previously, we were looking for price to come into here and to start to fill out this region. Okay, so previously straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. And now we're starting to hopefully see a range being formed within this area. So if we do kind of put in this range, 40k to 40, I mean, basically you're looking at this 41,500 down towards 39,500 region as being an area that needs to be filled for us to know whether this is going to be, are we looking at accumulation here or are we looking at distribution? Are we looking towards the top of this range or back down towards the bottom when this eventually does break? So local uptrend, but still ideally for me, keep this range within this area and see how that goes. Okay, so obviously key levels away from the local stuff, so this being all the local stuff, if we do zoom out, the key level obviously for the bulls to hold will be this point of control down here. So you're looking at the daily level and the point of control, 39k to 39,300 being very, very important support, and your daily level MPOC being very, very important resistance. Flip this and it's likely that we go to the top of the range, lose this and it's likely that we go down to the lows. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. The other thing I will do very quickly is we are getting a bit of a move up here, so I'm going to check out what's going on with the SPX, because we have just opened that. We do have New York session now open. So St. Patrick's Day, New York session coming straight in, and I mean it gaps down a tiny bit and we've just filled that. Okay, so what did price do yesterday? This is literally all you need for the SPX is just put gaps on your chart and trade them. Okay, so what happened yesterday? Okay, you open in the middle, you have a little bit of a move up, come down, fill the gap, and then where does price come up? Straight up to the other gap that we've got on the chart. Now it hasn't quite reached that yet, so I would be saying for this basically to be completed, and you're basically looking at inefficiency here, and that being about the last one that we've got before we start seeing like really quite significant moves higher on this. So yeah, legacy market, stock market looking kind of strong. Okay, I would say now that we've had this open and got the move up from here, you're looking at this again as a bit of a local downtrend, so we could see a bit of resistance and start to come back down once more before we do see continuation on this. Let's see if it can fill out some of these kind of regions here. Again, you can go pull your fibs, do whatever, find the local order blocks and that kind of thing. So yeah, that is the S&P 500. The only other things to update upon would be any altcoins. So Ethereum, of course, still moving up and getting close now. So we have just tapped that 618. So if we do go from, on this occasion, from our high to our low here, this is our local golden pocket. And if we do just pull this across, because we've been waiting for this for quite a while, we have just hit, if I get that drawn on there correctly, the 618 golden pocket region on here. So now Ethereum into resistance. So this is a big take profit level if you are long on Ethereum. Of course, non-financial advice. There is no financial advice on here, but a good level to be taking profit on with our 4-hour OB, our daily level, and our golden pocket region all acting as confluence for Ethereum. Then, of course, we have Luna. Okay, so let's go on to Luna, and we're still looking at, I mean, at this point, we're starting to get a little bit late to be looking at this as as the channel. So I was hoping to see a move down to take out these lows, hit the yearly level once again, and come down to the lows of the channel, but that would have to happen very quickly. Otherwise, we're looking at a breakdown from basically the little range that we've been in on Luna here. So still resistance at the point of control. If it can break through that, then of course we do have those higher targets on Luna of $110 and $115. So your 1.272, which is where it rejected last time, and your 1.618 and your 1-to-1 being up here at $115. The other trades that I have at the moment would be DOT. Okay, still it's a possibility, right? We're still looking up towards here. We could be looking to take these highs out as the next area of resistance, just very simply on that, but I'm just letting this run. I'm long from basically $16, so in no danger of anything on that trade. And then finally, let's go to the ones that we have had on here. Again, Gala being another one just starting to creep up, this being a bit of a degen play. Sushi doing really well, so of course, Sushi being able to spot this accumulation pattern that we had, and of course, that question mark now becomes a tick, and we have come up here and we have taken out the highs. So that Sushi trade has now hit target. Okay, so very nice there. We have hit target, and we could be looking at maybe a move back down towards, you would at this stage want to see, okay, there's liquidity taken, let's see if it can hold, form a range here, and then potentially be looking at higher prices once again. So I'd be looking again down, if you want to be re-entering around about $3 and yeah, $3, call it $3, right? And $3 to $3.05 this kind of region here looking like decent support here on Sushi. Finally, VeChain. Okay, so VeChain still following this quite nicely again. So this basically being the creek, this anchored VWAP from the highs, you'd be looking for that to break, get a bit of a sign of strength above here, start to hold, and then we're looking like what Sushi did, but on a higher time frame for, of course, VeChain on this. Anything else moving today that I can quickly cover? Anything else actually pulling back? Because that's where the opportunities come from, is the pullbacks, not the pumps. So EGLD looking kind of interesting. Okay, look at this. You just got a typical impulse up. Okay, forming a triangle. Are we looking at this being like bull flag kind of thing? So eGold looks EGLD, Elrond, whatever the flip it's called. Looking kind of interesting again here. Okay, so here's your previous resistance. It's holding above there. Again, I'm not going to draw the whole schematic on this, but this looking very much like the two charts I've just shown a minute ago, with holding above your previous range, and that could potentially get some continuation. So a lot of alts looking fairly good, and I am expecting to see a few more start to pop back up again. We're getting this on EOS, and we're having that mini, not alt season. I mean, I had a few people that didn't complain, but said like it's a bit clickbaity to be calling this alt season at the moment, but relief rallies on the alts. Okay, they've gone through accumulation, they're starting to show a bit of strength and starting to outpace Bitcoin slightly on certain assets. Certainly not all assets. We're not looking at a big old alts pumping across the board, but we'd had local accumulation and we're getting some really nice results out of that. So the other thing that we can do quickly, just there is just to show here how that has affected the Bitcoin dominance, and you're basically getting this little range forming. So a little bit of a rally from the alts, and let's see. I mean, I would expect the dominance for the BTC to come down a little bit more. Okay, so we're looking for dark green candles back down here towards about 42%. And maybe 42.8% or something, and then maybe Bitcoin starts to get back a bit of strength once it fills out the range. So that is going to conclude it for today. Of course, still a lot of fear in the market. We're still looking at neutral funding, and we are getting a slight increase in open interest. So again, we may need another one of those little wick up, wick down type things just to clear some of that before we get continuation. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Again, if you would like to take advantage of the discount on the yearly crew mentorship, then please do go and check out toroscrypto.com. Okay, go to see toroscrypto.com, go to the crew membership and follow the green if you do click on the crew up here to go to our plans and pricing. So yeah, thank you very much, and I will catch you all later. Cheers. Bye, bye, bye.